Today we are making a nice winter lip balm. This is your lip balm for the, winter dried skin. If your skin strips a lot, this really helps to get rid of the dead skin and also to keep you moisturized throughout the day. You'll need shea butter, mango butter, beeswax, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, or a carrier oil of your choice. Vitamin E oil, essential oils are optionals, and also flavor oil, whichever one you choose. We're going to start by adding in our beeswax. We are adding in our beeswax at 19%. We're adding it first because it is takes a bit longer to melt compared to the other ingredients that we're going to add on top of it. 19% of beeswax is 3 grams of the formulation. Next, we're going to add our mango butter. We're adding our mango butter at 15%, which is 2 grams of the formulation. We add our mango butter next because it's the second hardest. And then we'll go ahead and add our shea butter. But honestly, it's all going to melt together. We're adding in our shea butter at 20%, which is 3 grams of the formulation. You already know why we add shea butter to this lip balm. It gives us a nice texture and it feels good on the skin, and it adds to the overall texture of the lip balm. Next, we're going to go ahead and transfer our combined raw ingredients to our melting pot or a double boiler or whatever you use to melt your beeswax or anything like that. You're going to melt it to that container, but I prefer to use this container. It works perfectly fine. I take it, the melting pot, and I put it over an actual pot with boiling water, and it melts everything inside the double boiler, as you'll see in a few. So once you have combined everything, I usually go ahead and start adding my oils to it as well. Next, we're going to go ahead and start adding my coconut oil. I'm adding in my coconut oil into this formulation at 28%, which is 4 grams of this formulation. I'm adding in the coconut oil because I get really good results when adding in coconut oil into lip products. What I will say though, when you're using raw coconut oil, please keep in mind the melting point of coconut oil and how quickly it melts. So if this is the summertime, if you're in a summer area, it might be softer than you'd like it to be. However, if you're in an area that's going through high winter temperatures, this is perfect because you don't want it to be too hard, you don't want it to be too soft, and it's just right. Next, we're adding in our sweet almond oil at 15%. We're adding in this at 15%, which is 2 grams of the formulation. Sweet almond oil is not too heavy, not too light, but it leaves your lips feeling so good and moisturizing. You can always substitute this with grapeseed oil if you have nut allergy, so that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and add in grapeseed oil, but these are the oils that I choose to add to it, and it works. It turns out well. The texture of the lip balm at the end of this feels really good. Now for the next step, we are going to set up our lip balm filling tray. If you have a lip balm filling tray that actually works, then go ahead. I want to point out, this is just a tip, the lip balm filling tray, you would think that it holds all lip balm containers. It doesn't. So this right here, which is my lip balm tube, I kind of forgot that this lip balm tube I bought from another supplier. So what that meant was it would not hold into my lip balm filling tray as snug as it usually does. So because of that, once I flipped it over, they all fell out. So whenever you do get this lip balm filling tray, I think the SKS lip balm containers that I had the last time actually holds inside of that lip balm filling tube. These ones that I have here, I did get from, I think, Brambleberry, and they don't hold in this lip balm filling tray. As a result, I got to do it like the old-fashioned way when we don't have filling trays. Line them all up together. Once you sit them up, they're fine. Get them really close together so that when you're going from one tube to the next, it just runs over into the next one, and you should be good to go. Now that we have completed the melting phase of the butters and waxes and the oils as well, we're going to go ahead and add in our vitamin E oil. We are adding in our vitamin E oil at 1%. This is also where you would want to add in your fragrance, your lip oil, right? This is also where you would add in your lip flavor. Right after this, I'm adding this at 1%. Now that that's completed and we use our stirrer to stir it all together, make sure everything is well incorporated, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pour it into our lip balm tubes gently. Take our time. Do not rush it because you don't want it to spill. We're going to make sure we pour them together, drip off, and make sure whatever is dripping off drips back into another lip balm tube. So go ahead, take your time, and pour it in.